Here we go, day 23 list of my zones and their functions. For my property, I have 3 zones basically. Zone 1 is the most frequently visited, however, it's probably the most inactive when it comes to vegetation. The house is the backyard. Access to the house is in zone 1. There's a cement table for hanging out. Might want to add some shade canopies for the summertime. Get a hammock out there. Add a raised bed. Have herbs in that raised bed. Oregano, mint, basil, chives, etc. This would be good. Step right outside of the backyard and have instant access to herbs to take from the backyard bed to the kitchen anytime cooking stuff. The greenhouse I find is sort of like an intersection zone. Like I will visit it most frequently, but just as frequently as zone 2 as well. Zone 1 and zone 2 are kind of blurred because I could see myself maintaining that like daily. So the greenhouse serves well for both zone 1 and zone 2, especially for the propagation of vegetables and herbs alike. I would propagate in the greenhouse. Zone 2, the main elements are vegetables. Got a whole list of them there. Edible hedges, insectatory vines, nitrogen fixers. I got the compost pile. I got the future hugelkultur mound once I get there. Zone 3, I haven't even really started yet just because I'm focusing on developing zone 2 still. But once I do get to zone 3, it'll be all about fruit trees, nut trees, vines, ground covers, and the other layers that I'm missing. I know there's 7 layers in a food forest. To basically make it a whole food forest, I'll also have swales. I'm liking the idea more and more of a pond, so I will probably establish a mini pond. And the main gear of that pond is to have it be wildlife, active, abstract, more edges than less, so I can have more ecological activity, and also have it serve as a riparian forest buffer. And it would be cool to harness fish fertilizer from it through aquaponics and everything. And then all of a sudden, boom, one great thing with zone 3 is it's helping fertilize zone 2, maybe have some extra water to from the pond in zone 3 to water zone 2 along with the trees in zone 3. Pruning back the fruit trees to the trunk during the winter so fresh shoots happen. Copaceaing, hope I'm pronouncing that right, will definitely be an activity to help enrich zone 3. Pollarding, cutting off the tops, the branches of the fruit trees and nut trees will be a very good way to fuel the compost pile. Fuel from zone 3 to help fuel the compost pile in zone 2. And I have a list here of plants around an older design that is now updated. I have an additional keyhole garden bed than I have written out in this design that I made like 2 months ago or something. And on this list, I've got different nitrogen fixers, nitrogen